Good morning to day 232. Beautiful day, slightly misty, but warm, cool, stunning. Before I start, please like and subscribe. Anybody new to the channel, this is obviously just us filming, building our dream beach house home in Barbados. We started in late June, and we're now in obviously beginning of February. So nearly 8 months, and it's been a hard slog, I must admit. Anybody looking to build abroad in a country they're not from, it's a very difficult thing to do. But certain parts of the world, Caribbean being one of them, for instance, there's so many differences in product availability and labour and process and stuff like that. It really has been one of the most challenging things I've ever done, I think, must admit. And obviously, like everything in the building game, it feels like it's never ending. So it doesn't matter what you do, it just feels like it goes on forever. And it all comes together at the end, but you know, when you're building a house, that ending part stretches forever. So today the main aim is to try and get into the actual house, ideally by this evening. So we've got so much still to do. As you can see, there's walls that have been plastered or painted. So we're trying to physically get as much done today as possible in the hope that we don't have to be putting up with dust and smells and tradespeople whilst we're in the home. But we do have our work cut out for us today, that's for sure, if we're going to physically try and achieve that. So I need to try and get the guys together when they come in and try and look at what we've got to do snagging wise, try and get everybody focused on doing it. Bear in mind that England, maybe America, labourers will jump into painting and stuff like that for you. That doesn't really happen here. Labour is labour, painters paint, carpenters and masons tend to cross over a little bit on both each other. But other than that, no one really helps out on other things. So it really boils down to the tradespeople you have available to help out at the time for that particular thing. The main thing at the moment is the painting and the sanding that needs to take place in here, so we can get that done today. So I've got 2 painters, they're new, they're coming on board. Morning, Andrew. We've got 2 painters coming on board, they're new, so I'm going to get them focused on the bedrooms through here. In fact, let me take you through. They're going to be focusing on actually getting these bedrooms final coated and that lot, so I don't have to do anything more in here. So any form of sanding, so they've patched up a few little bits here, so they'll go over the sanding, get the painting done, but I'm going to have to give them a bit of a goal today because they did this room yesterday and they did some of the hallway in a day between the 2 of them. So they're going to be here for a full day today, so I want to try and get them physically doing this room here in and out. I want them to do the bathroom in and out, and I want them to do this bedroom here at least in and out. And in an ideal world, I want to do the master bedroom as well. So I want all the bedrooms done in one day if I physically can. So I'll probably jump in with them to a certain extent. I've got to get the shower trays and the shower screens and any of the furniture that's needed for there sorted out. But once we've done that to a certain extent, I can jump into the painting with them. So here to a certain extent, again, this was done last night. So that's all got to be sanded down. That's got to be painted. There's a door frame that's going to be built in there as well, so it's going to come out slightly. So it's not so essential to get that completely done. But everywhere around, as you can see, it just needs a lot more paint. So to a certain extent, we just need to physically get everything painted in here again. So if we try and get that done, the bedroom's done, at least we can move into this side. And then the other guy that I've actually got doing the plastering and painting, I'm going to get him to focus in here today. So again, he's done that up there, he's got to sand down, he's got another coat to put, obviously, on the ceiling in here probably. You've still got to cut in all around here. You can see the dark marks around the actual outside, and you can see some streaking on the ceiling. Plus, he also got around to doing this last night as well, so he's got to sand all around here, and he's also got to do in and around and paint all in there as well. So they could probably get that done, I would have thought, and then we've got to decide what to do with the monstrosity in the middle. My goal really is to plasterboard it, at least on this side, because it's a bit of a the blocks and the beam made the wall do this, so we've had to try and break the plasterboard up into pieces to try and lose any of the blown pieces. So I think we've managed to achieve that now, but I think rather than messing around with taping it and trying to sand it, I think I'm going to go over it with another set of boards and then just tape those and plaster those. This side isn't too bad, but again, we've had to do another bodge here because of the beam. This side's all right. Apart from that, we had to cut that out and put that back in because that was going too proud, so that's okay as well. And this side's got the same problem. We've got quite a big bit we've had to cut out there. So we might get away with sanding that. But I think I'm easy just to put another bit of board over it because we've also got the issue of the pipe up there as well coming out the wall. So that was a moved electric pipe right at the top. So we've actually drilled it through this wall here and it's gone in. But the conduit's had to be melted and bent around, so we've got to try and cover that as well. So I'm probably going to plasterboard that and plasterboard this and then tape it and sand it and paint it today. So that is the last real bit to do, although he has forgot to do this column. So we've got a bit of proudness here on the mortar. So I'm not too sure if we can do anything. We're probably going to have to knock that off and then plasterboard this up to that height where the white finishes here, and then plasterboard both sides and the front all the way to the top, and again fill, sand and paint. So if we do that, then obviously we've got a few doorways. Like this one here still isn't dry. You can see the dark mark above the doorway here. Still going to have to get that one done, so that's got to be sanded down and painted. There's still some sanding and painting that needs to take place here. So it's general today. I think the sanding and the painting could take place in here today and be finished. And I'll get the other painters to focus on the back rooms. We could be in a situation where come 4 or 5 o'clock that we've got no more dust and painting going on. And the kitchen fitters, they weren't in yesterday, but one guy turned up to polish the tops, which is great, but no one was in yesterday. So they've assured me they're all going to be here today on it. So yesterday I put in the cooker. It's still got to be connected up and fixed in, but the cooker's in. The dishwasher is temporarily in, but we've got to sort out the feet. I'm not too sure what's going on with this one. It's quite far away from the top, so assuming the feet go quite high. So I'm going to pull that out and have a quick look at that in a minute. And again, that's going to land up being fixed in and connected up by the electricians later. The hot tap was taken back out again because one of the pipes they sent unfortunately wasn't connected. So Kuka, whatever you call themselves, Q-U-O-O-K-E-R. You sent a hot water tap pipe that was broken, tut. So, and obviously I've got to try and get that replaced here. So the plumber's out trying to source those bits today, and hopefully that will be put in. So we'll get the actual plumbing for the dishwasher put into here. That will be run underneath the unit. The hot water tap will be plumbed into here. That will be in the back unit. And then we've got to run the gas from this pipe here. It's going to come out of this where am I? It's going to come out of here and run all the way along the base to the hob. And then obviously the mains electricity will be running in here as well. Again, the 240 plugs, they need to be transferred over. So that will be done today. Yesterday I focused on doing some glass splashbacks for the bathrooms. I focused on getting the 1,000 unit built and getting in place. That's fine. This is a bit of an eyesore where we have to cut stuff around, but it is going to be hidden. So I'm in catch-22. Do I do it before I put the washing machine in, or do I be lazy and not do it? The devil's going to be lazy. So, but anyway, I've got to get that screwed to the wall today. We've got to get a bit of worktop put in here, which isn't a rush now. The washing machine is here, it's plumbed in, ready to go. I need to plug it in, make sure it works, obviously. But the washing machine, as long as the washing machine is in and fixed, and that's on the wall, then I can actually get the tap, the worktop, the sink put in at a later stage during the week. So that's not massively pressing. What is pressing is in the bathroom. As you can see, the guys came in yesterday and saw some imperfections. They filled, they got sand in here, they got paint in here, and then I need to put another course of waterproof on the floor here. So it was incoming call. I started just clearing the track down here so I can actually fix the glass track into the wall, and then I can fit the shower screen today, and the plumber's then going to come in and fit the furniture, obviously the shower head, the mixer fascia and the piece over here as well. So that's on both bathrooms. The other thing we've got to do is drill a hole here. The bit we had for the floor was too small, so we've got a new bit. We're going to drill the 2 holes, and we're going to mount the towel rails on the wall as well at some stage today. And the other thing I've got to do, obviously, is get the plumber to show me the hot water working. I still haven't seen the hot water working yet. We've had a solar machine put on the roof. It's connected to an immersion heater downstairs, so they work with each other. So it's all being fed with solar, and when the temperature gets too low, then what I've been told is that the unit downstairs will kick in and charge hot water, but only when the hot water drops down in a certain temperature. I've also had an inline pump put on it, which I've explained in the past. That just means that at all times there's a circuit going around the building, which means hot water's being circulated all the time, which means that when you turn on a hot tap, rather than waiting for 20 minutes for hot water to come through, it should be reasonably instant. So that is going to be something I've got to test today. I've got to get the plumber to make sure it's all on, make sure it's all running, make sure I can test it, so ensure that we can have showers. Because if I'm at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night and the girls want to have a shower and also it doesn't work, then I'm going to be in a whole world of trouble. So I'll get that looked at later on today. And then I also want the labourers to do a general tidy up, because the place is an absolute mess. What else have we got to do today? The driveway was done yesterday. We did the actual curb. because at the moment water comes down our street and just comes into our driveway. So we got that sorted yesterday, which I'll show you. Okay, so we've just had the curb redone. So what was happening is the water obviously was coming down the street and then just getting to here and just coming straight in and creating a big soggy patch here. So I've got the guys to quickly just do a curb here just to try and make sure the water just carries on running, and then obviously we'll come from here and carry on up. So boys have been here to empty our sewage already. A little portaloos, they come and empty them every now and then. And obviously someone has reversed into our driveway and crushed here, which is nice of them. So I am thinking about getting this broken off today, sticking 245 elbows on here and taking them over to here, just to try and cut that corner off. No one should be reversing out the drive, but you know what people are like, they do it, even though they've got that return there. So I might just get that chopped off today and get those 45s put over here and just angle it a little bit different so we can try and lose the corner. Other than that, this was rolled yesterday as well, so the actual main walkway into the house is also starting to become stable. Irrigation tap a pipe has got to be put through here as well at some stage today. We've got to get them to level that off. We've got to finish the 3 steps. Main door's going in at the weekend. So yeah, we're rolled and we're reasonably good here. The BRC was taken out of storage yesterday, sorry. That's going to come onto here, and then we're trying to get someone to come and concrete here. And obviously these have been dug out because these have got to be, the beams have got to be poured in here. So I'm sure the guys will focus on the actual concrete beams today. So a beam around here, a beam across here. I think that's got to be a beam as well for some reason. And that will continue all the way down here, come around, and then T-junction to here. So I think we'll get that done and then potentially get the drive concreted in the next few days. Yesterday, obviously, I think some things I didn't tell you, obviously, is that they did manage to patch these up now. So the bends and the returns inside the toilet have been done, and the connections here have been done as well. This one's got to be 45'd over to that corner, which they'll do today, and that can be lobbed off. That can be backfilled. This has got to be backfilled. And they're also today going to focus on doing this mortar on the inside as well, but unfortunately it's still got formwork on the inside holding the concrete roof up, which can't come down for a while. And obviously we just got to do a general tidy out because it's just an absolute mess all the time. So other than that, a reasonably productive day ahead, that's for sure. We're going to essentially have to have it, because ideally by 4:30 I need the guys helping me load a lot of the product into the house so we can actually start living in it. So hopefully by the end of play today, the hob will be installed, the cookers and the dishwashers, etc. will be connected up. We'll have running water here and also hot water throughout the whole house. The bathrooms will be finished, and sanding and painting will be a thing of the past in an ideal world. That's the task. So anyway, it's 7:45. I will update you a little bit later on as in when things start taking place. Have a great day. Okay, 11:45. Tyson sat down making cutting board by the looks of it. Well, I'm sorry, mate. Your missus is going to see you sitting down as always. Yeah. Right. Electricians in the house. Doing what they got to do. This room has had a coat of paint already, which is good. Bathroom screens, spin you around. So we've got the screen in. I've actually managed to find some tempered glass ones, although the bracket to hold it at the top is missing, so they're going to deliver that. But then silicone tin ready, waiting for the plumber. 12 o'clock, he's not here for some unknown reason. Most important day. Kitchen fitters aren't here either, by the way, which is the most important day. This has got to have another coat of paint. Splashback is now on the sink, waiting for the paint to happen. Mirror going on the wall. Mirror is ready to be hung and the electrical to be installed. These guys have already done a coat in here, but I'm not too sure what they're doing here. I think they want to put a primer on here because they don't want to put paint straight over. And we don't have primer, so we can talk about what we're doing there. They're flying through. They're now into this bedroom as well. Flying through in here. Look.
This here. Sure.
10 times better. 10 times better. Yeah, kitchen fitters, not here. God knows what's going on. It's another day, 2 days now. This is the second day and they're not here. And they've got so much to do. Plumber was obviously buying some parts for do the tap, so fingers crossed when he comes he can sort that. Dishwasher is going to be connected up as well. That'll be quite straightforward. Still got to run the gas from here all the way to the hob, so that's quite a big job. Guys are doing the electrics, obviously, for the cooker, the hob. You see, it does work, look. Hob electrics, oven electrics, dishwasher electrics, and also the hot water tap electrics. The kitchen fitters, I assume, are making the doors. I've asked them to go ahead and match the colour and go with the doors underneath here, and we'll see how it goes. If they're good, then we'll go ahead with these and the ones behind the other side as well. But I've not seen or heard of them, so God knows what's going on. We need to board this up, obviously. The decision I think I've made is to just literally get this side reboarded again rather than messing around with it, because it's still quite, still got a bit of an oval to it. I think we just reboard that will straighten up a little bit. And I think we do the same on this one as well, because that is quite a monster. But it is reasonably flush, so we should get away with just putting some board over that and losing it. The guys are white mortaring the outside, which I'll show you in a second. So the board has actually now been, we've boarded down, we've concrete boarded out, and now the little fascia on the front is now being white mortared to match the front of the building, and then we'll paint underneath here white. Here has had some coats. Door frames are drying, ready to be sanded. More taking place around the window frames in here. The shower screen is installed in here as well. So we're waiting for that to go off. So that just needs to have more silicone put through up here, and then a coloured silicone over the top. Same with the base, that's been silicone in, so that is now drying again. We're waiting for the piece to go from here over to here, hoping that this shower screen is longer. So I also need to talk to the tilers. For some unknown reason, the grout has gone dark in certain areas in and around the tiles. I'm not too sure why. It's only on the ones they did the other day here. So that corner there, look. And the top ones, so I'm not too sure what's going on. We also need to fill along here. Now they finished, obviously, the height they were going to do. We need to finish around here and get that sanded and painted. And then we've gone for the linear trap. We've gone for the same tiles in the linear trap as well. So hopefully that will work and we'll have no leaks. Splashbacks can't go on here at the moment because the sinks haven't been siliconed in. So we're going to sand this down, get that painted, get the sink siliconed in, and then splashbacks on, and then it's just waiting to hang the mirrors and have them connected up. Tower rail, we bought the part yesterday, so that's going to be drilled out in a minute, and that's another thing the plumber's got to do. The holes they told me to drill are too small, so we'll make those bigger. That'll be hung and plumbed in. So yeah, a little bit of work to do in here, but that won't be too big. That's all right. Okay, we're trying to obviously sand, paint and clean as we go, because obviously this dust flies through the house like you wouldn't believe. So I need to try and get this house dust free sooner rather than later. Let me just quickly get you outside and show you the mortar. Okay, so as you can see, it goes on first, let it dry, and then they sort of scratch it in. So I don't think we're going to get it matched very well, but we'll see. I bet they forgot the lime in there as well. So normally you add lime to try and make it white and keep it going as well. And did you add lime to that as well? Did you remember the lime? Yeah, adding lime to the white mortar. Yeah? Okay. That's Beijing for no. Inside the toilet, we're actually having it plastered inside. So we've taken the door frame inside out, taken the window frame out, and as you can see, mortar is being loaded in, and that is being skimmed inside as well. So in the next 2, 3, 4 days, that will be dried in there. I get the roof taken down, get it completely plastered in there, get the lights fitted in, electrics fitted in, toilet, sink, vanity mirror, and then I may put a window in there. I'm not too sure yet. I've got windows coming, so I might put a temporary window in the meantime, but definitely a door and door frame. So still going to be a tall ask to get things done, but if we can get people here that are meant to be here, we could be on target to do it. So the other thing we've actually got as well is the gas. A couple of gas bottles that go downstairs in the basement, drill through the floor, connect to the actual hob. That's got to be done as well when the plumber comes. So the main thing at the moment is obviously the kitchen guys coming and finishing off putting the doors on. Not a massive job, but still need to get all the doors on, still need to be cleaned out, still needs plimps on the bottom, kickballs, whatever you want to call them. And what else? Oh, and end caps. Obviously, you've got the tall end caps that go on here as well, so they need to be fitted. So yeah, literally just try and get them to be here to get it finished off. So not too sure what's going on, but they're not here as yet. So chasing. And white mortar on the floor, that's hard to get off. Should really have something on the floor as well, and that white stuff's a nightmare to get off. Anyway, this has got to be sanded down in here as well. We'll say sanded down, it has been sanded down most of it, but it's got to have another sand because there's another coat. The light is still got to be put in by the electrician. And this return here has got to be done as well, which has been missed. So, but again, this whole needs to be sanded down and painted in here as well. So hopefully we can try and make sure there is no dust and painting taking place from 4 o'clock. That is the aim. That is my goal. So if there's any that's going to carry on, I'm just going to stop it and we're going to do it another time. So that's what's going on so far. Quick shot in here. There we go. So we've got plaster going on the wall in the background. This wall's being done as well. So we'll do all in here. Get the door frame put in. Put the window back in as well, and I'll get that fitted out at some stage. And the door is coming. We had a video today of the door. It does look amazing. I'm a little bit confused about how they're going to get it in here, because what they've actually done now is plastered to here. And we've got the white mortar, which is about 1 inch there. So we're hoping the door frame's going to be able to come into the door frame that way and then come this way. That's the hope. If not, then we might have to cut back some of the plasterboard, which would be a little bit of a nightmare, but not major. Other than that, I'm not sure what these guys out here are doing, but they're trying to look busy. What are you actually doing?
You're building a place like a cupboard.
Building what? That's technical what I don't know. Comms units in as well, so I'm actually going to be waiting for the guys to give me the okay to get some power in there. So I want to start getting the actual units up there, the internet in. So I want to try and get that done today as well. So I'm going to go and chase them in a minute and find out whether we have power yet. If so, let's get it in there and start getting that connected as well. Other than that, that's it for now. 12 o'clock, I'll update you soon. 6:45. Question is, did we manage to get in? We did. However, my wife has decided to extend for a period, a day extra. So, electrician's still got to sort some lights and things out. Oh, here we go, lights. So anyway, our bedroom painted. Doors have been cleaned, but not professionally cleaned. We've just done them ourselves. Bathrooms, the splashbacks are all on. We've had another coat of paint put in here today. The shower screen is in. The only thing that this one hasn't had is the head put on here, mainly because we waited for the last tile to be laid, and then obviously the finish off bit around the top needed to be sorted out. So we've had that filled, that's got to be sanded. But other than that, and the plumber making a bit of mess down here, we're pretty much done in here. It just needs a good wash out and a rinse down. The toilet's all plumbed in, the unit's all been painted, etc., waiting for a top to go on. We do have a plug socket, unfortunately it's been put too low, which needs to be raised. The mirrors are ready to go on, electricians need to plumb those in, so bathroom done, apart from door and shower head. Bedroom painted, done, apart from industrial clean. Obviously 4-poster bed is in here, as you've all seen. Walk-in wardrobe. So we've got walk-in wardrobe space. A little bit of storage above. Not that we need it, got plenty of storage in the house. So that's nice and bright. With a room that size with 2 lights, perfect. This room with 4 lights, not too bad. But now I've actually done the lights, I probably would have gone for a few more lights in the main living area. As you can see here, we've got 12 lights in this area and 12 lights in the other area. All the walls have been painted now with another coat. Here's all been done. Still got a sand down here. It's not looking too clever. Got to do that bit. Doors are shutting. Still got to sort the bit above here. Still got to sort the middle piece. In here's had a few coats now. Waiting for the electrician to put the light in. I don't think they've done that yet. No, so the electrician's got to put a light in there. The furniture around the light switches and stuff, they're leaving off until all painting is finished. Perfect example. I'm not too sure what's going on there. That needs to be painted up. Kitchen is going in pretty much as we speak. The guys have had a nightmare. The guy that owns the company's been ill, so he's not been here yesterday and half of today, so they're rushing around to try and get it done. Units, doors are all in. We actually had the doors run the wrong way. The big ones at the bottom, the little ones at the top, and the hinges just weren't matching up. It's a little phone call to me old cuz Russ, Howden specialist in England, and he told us where we were going wrong, so we've rectified that. Sink is in, dishwasher. Oh, it's very, very in now. That's better. Let's probably fix that in a minute. Fix that in flush. Hot tap is in. Beautiful little hot tap. You double click. It glows up, tells you what to do. That's all pretty good. So that's instant boiling hot water, hot water from the roof, cold water and filtered water all in one, with just no lever at all. You've got hot and cold here. Anyway, that's good. So kitchen is going in here, hob is in, all operational. Cooker is in, all operational. Units are all in, bar the ones we're having manufactured. Integrated fridge and freezer are now in finally, which is good. In here is not really a great deal been done today. Obviously the plumbing's been sorted out, valves have been put on here. This now is going to get fixed to the wall tomorrow. Washing machine's already plumbed in, just obviously in box, so that's going to go in here. I need to get a worktop, need to sink in the sink, put in a tap, and then source a tumble dryer. One thing I forgot. 240 volt on all of the appliances, just in case. A junk room full of stuff, all done though. Bathroom, for some reason the light switch isn't working here. There we go, it's working again. Something's wrong with that. We've got two on-off switches, that's why. On, off, on, off. Anyway, so in here has pretty much been done as well. Again, glass splashback been put on. Sinks in, plumbed in, siliconed in, waiting for mirror. Unit's been painted. Toilet's been done. Shower screen is in. This is staying wet, which means it is doing its job, but it should be running away a little bit more than that. Mixer's in, whatever you call that, the secondary shower's in, and the head for the shower is in. Window has had a first coat of cleaning to be finished. And the tiling company are coming out to do the return part of the tiles here as well, which have been placed somewhere safe. Hopefully safe, because I'm not seeing them. So, better be bloody safe. Oh my god, please don't tell me you bin them. But anyway, there must be somewhere. They're collecting tiles for a living, so there's no way they're going to go binning the ones I actually want. This bedroom has had another coat of paint, so now it's completely done, which is good. The windows have been cleaned, but again, there's some dusting going on again, so we need to give them another clean tomorrow. But this room, apart from the paint now on the floor needs to be done, is done. This bedroom, again, apart from a little bit of paint on the floor, has had a complete paint all the way around again. Windows been cleaned, pretty much ready to rock and roll in here, which is good. So within reason, every bedroom has been done. This hallway will probably get another coat because the wall itself is a bit patchy, but I'll get the guys to do that tomorrow. Worktop again on the top of there, which I'll do tomorrow. This needs to be sanded down and painted. This has got to have a bit of plasterboard put on it and been sealed in. This has now been done. This will have another coat of paint because it needs to be doing. What else? Hallway. This has all been done around here. This has been lightly sanded and painted, but as you can see, there's some sinkish marks in here, so that's going to have to be redone and repainted. And this floor is the only floor really hasn't been properly done. It's turned into a bit of a junk room, mainly because what we've done today is we've emptied this, which is the downstairs toilet. The roof was poured a couple of days ago, which you know. This has got to stay up for 4, 5, 6 days on top of it at the time already, but we've managed to plaster the inside to a certain extent. So it's got to be finished off, obviously. This will be plastered as well. This will be plastered as well. Door frame will go in, and then we'll put the toilet, sink, and everything else in here as well. So this will become a downstairs toilet. Electrics today. Lots more electrics done as well. Comms unit's now in, waiting for the technical side of it to go. So all the Cat 6 cabling's been done today as well. What else? There was some work being done out here, but you're not going to be able to see it. Not too sure what they're doing. There's a little bit more plumbing going on out here. Plus, they managed to dig up a little bit more of the work out here. Yes, and the patio. The patio is now very, very clear. The guys emptied it for me just to make it a little bit more presentable. Obviously, we've still got the pool to do, which is one of our lists. As you can see, my neighbour's got some beautiful stuff in the trees out there, so at this time of night, got some nice soft lighting out here in our trees, which we'll sort out again later on. And where he's concerned, look how beautiful his place is out there, look. Nice tree lights, gorgeous, and that's exactly what we're going to do here when we got the time. So the container's been taken away now, so we're going to get all of that cleared out in the next couple of days, and then we're going to get the overhang sorted. And once the overhang is sorted to a certain extent, the house will be nearly finished, and it's then focused on the outside of the pool and the garage. So as you can see, this has all been done as well. So this was mortared in today. Hopefully this is going to blend in nicely, because at the moment it's two different pieces. So that's been mortared in, and tomorrow we'll get this board filled and painted white as well all the way along. So this will be white, that will be cream. So the outside then is pretty much done. The only thing we have to do in here, obviously, is this monstrosity in the middle. And we've also got to think about what to do on here. They are thinking about mortaring it completely white. So the mortar outside, all the way up in the middle, all the way around the outside as well. So that's probably what we're going to do. And then tomorrow the electricians will put the pendulum lights above the breakfast bar as well. They wanted to leave those out because we're still sanding and painting and they get dusty. So they hopefully should be done tomorrow. And then it's just really waiting for the doors. So we're going to start with these ones underneath here. Get these ones in first and see what the colour's like. And if it's good, we're going to go ahead with all of these along here. And then once they're done, then we'll think about doing the 3 drawers here and the 3 drawers here. And if they really do match, then we might go ahead with those and those. But we may very well get these here and these here ordered from England, just purely because we know they're going to turn up and they're going to be spot on. So other than that, we are good to move in. But like you say, my wife is saying, let's just have another night in the rental, just so that we can make sure tomorrow we're finalising everything and we're giving it a good push, and that should be hopefully done. So other than that, we're pretty much good. We have a small leak in here today, which seems to dry up a little bit. Looks like somebody left this off, they connected it up and then left it open, and that's after he pulled it over the floor. So hopefully that's dried out a little bit more. Anyway, other than that, 7 o'clock, these guys are still working. So once they're done, I'll be out of here as well. And I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.